Hello friends and potential friends. Well, today is Friday the 24th of January, and it looks like we survived the Arctic blast. Now, to be fair, it got cold here. Not nearly as cold as it did in other places. I still have garden peach tomatoes growing. They were protected here on the south end of the house. I got a few of them in the house that I'll be pulling some seeds out of in a few minutes. And still a few more growing on the vines out here on the front porch. So I think we made it. To be fair, down here in central Florida, we didn't get nearly as bad a weather as they got in most other parts of the country. We had cold rain and gusty winds. Lows down in, made it as far as the upper 30s. Couple of mornings. Looks like that basil didn't do very well. But all the lettuce is going crazy. The greens are doing good. Romaine took a beating in the winds, but that's its own fault because it was standing up so tall trying to produce seeds. I'm still waiting to get some seeds out of it. Swiss chard looks fine. Napa cabbages are looking okay. They're still not really forming solid heads. I think I packed them too close together. And the collards, well, they just keep on growing no matter what you throw at them, apparently. Comfrey's doing good, and I'm still eating that romaine lettuce. And over here, the Mitsubishi Asian cabbage, they're going crazy. And next to those is the pak choi. They're doing well too. I haven't looked around this morning, but I still haven't had any radishes out of these. And so far I'm not seeing much in the line of carrot formation. And incidentally, these little things you see here are some spinach that I planted from seed, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. Apparently they like the cold because they've just started growing good. Garlic's still hanging in there, pretty small, but I won't be harvesting that for a few more months, so it's got plenty of time. And then the rest of my cabbages and more Swiss chard and things like that, they're starting to grow good leaves. Still no heads anywhere. And these other carrots are looking pretty good as well. Yep, and there's Miss Rocky. She's still afraid of me, but she'll come around sooner or later. More cabbages, or more carrots. Okay, wake up, Jack. Potatoes still doing fine. And the ones I was most worried about, I did put a cover over, a sheet around the Praxis cherry tomatoes last night because we were supposed to get down to about 37 this morning. According to my weather machine, we only got to about 40. So I think we're doing pretty good so far. Still a lot of little tomatoes in there. And there are a couple that are starting to ripen. There's one there I hope you can see. And there's another one back here. They've gotten beat up in the wind quite a bit, but they're still growing. Still got some blossoms on them and still hanging on to those tomatoes. And incidentally, this is probably the first day we've really seen the sun in the last week. Snowflake's loving it. She got herself a nice sunny spot to lay in. The winds have dropped down. All we really got was rain, cold rain, and a lot of wind. It's still a little bit gusty today, but not as bad as it has been, and it sure feels good to be out here in the sunlight. Nothing going on in the patient's bed. But we did survive the Arctic blast. The snow and freeze line was only a few miles north of me here, up around Flagler County, which is the next county north and more to the northwest. And basically the worst of the weather that I saw was up in the Florida Panhandle from Tallahassee west to Texas. My friend Peanut sent me a few pictures. His family built a snowman in their front yard. First time they've ever been able to do that. And that snowman was about 5 feet tall. Looked good too. And I'm sure glad it didn't come down here. But we missed it. We got away with it. According to the weather guessers, it's going to be warming up slowly this week, and by the end of next week, or by the end of this coming week, we should be back in the 70s again. Everything's doing good out in the mini orchard. Everything's doing good in the beds. And I'm really anxious to start planting seeds for spring. So maybe I'll start on that today. But I just wanted to let everybody know what happened down here. The green fix continues. And we'll just have to wait and see what the weather's going to bring. But for now, I guess that's about it, and I'll see you next time.